that though I stand in front of you all this evening, I am only one of an amazing team of people who make this very special event happen. So first and foremost, I would like to thank, it's a long list, but I'll get through it, Wendy, Tom, Liam, Marcus, Helen, Colin, Katie, Kathy, Camille, Carl, Angela, Vera, Andy, Shauna, Jane, Eva, Tina, Liam, and all our amazing volunteers. Our incredibly committed board chaired by Una Carmody. The festival would not happen without you, and thank you so, so much. I am not, you may be glad to hear, going to mention all of the fantastic shows in the festival this year by name, because we will be here all night. But it's safe to say that each and every performance within this year's programme has been chosen for you because of its ambition and its innovation.
This is the programme for the Fringe Festival. We're at the Fringe launch. This is Rasha, who is the Fringe director. How are you doing, Rasha?
Hiya, how's it going?
Lovely speech outside. You've got an amazing programme in here.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
We've been working on it all year, so we're really excited to finally unveil it.
And are there things that you would recommend people go?
I think there's something in the programme for everyone. It's difficult to kind of make broad choices because there's just so much. Yep. But I think if you're somebody who's maybe never been to the Fringe before, and this year at Absolut Fringe is maybe your first time, it's probably a good way to kind of put your toe in the water by going to a show like Clique, which is our big show that runs throughout the festival in the Spiegel tent.
Right.
And that's often the kind of first point of entry for the festival. This is the third year that it'll be running. And then once you kind of dip your toe in, you may want to try something a little bit more adventurous. For example, just across the water we have a show which will actually be taking place on a barge.
Oh, right.
It's called Waterworn. Right. And I think that's what we're billing as a totally Fringe show, because it's small, it's intimate, it's completely out there, and it's one that you definitely don't miss.
We're standing in the middle of everybody here.
Yes.
I saw one show is actually in the middle of O'Connell Bridge.
Well, that's the meeting point of the show. We're then taking on a bit of a mystery tour. That show is called Group Therapy for One. It's by a really exciting young company called Theatre Club, and that's one of the two shows representing the festival.
Shane, it's a show about you.
It's a show about me. It's a show, not even the good bits of me. It's a show about the problems of me.
Right.
And the kind of my neuroses and my issues that I encounter in my everyday life being.
Okay.
So I tell an audience about what it's like. First of all, I tell them all about me, and I tell them what it's like to be me and what's hard for me.
Right.
And then the idea is maybe that this whole process, devising the show and then performing the show will maybe help me. That's the hope. So we'll see. Everyone has their fingers crossed that maybe I'll get a bit better.
It's on from Wednesday the 16th to Saturday the 19th, and you're meeting in the centre of O'Connell Bridge.
You meet the centre of O'Connell Bridge, now you get taken to a secret location, but because I love culture.ie, I'll tell you about it. You come to my own family home, which is kind of an extra special treat. I love when new people come to my house.
Right.
I think that's really exciting when I see new people. Every time someone new comes, I'm always like, oh, it's so exciting. So I like the idea of bringing strangers into my house, and my family are all there, and they seem to be alright about it, but they're quite shy. I stick out from my family. So they're all going to just be there and be around, but we have our own specific space for us, me and the audience.
Okay, so how many people are you hoping to have in an audience?
We only have 15 in the audience at a time, so it's kind of quite intimate. But the room it's in, it makes it less intimate and more feels like packed.
Right.
So you get best of both worlds.
Is your mammy going to make us tea and sandwiches?
She may do. She did for the photo shoot in the brochure, so she may do. But that's a lot of tea and sandwiches.
That's the photo shoot?
That's the photo shoot. That's my mother, right? That's my dad, and he's cutting carrots over there, and my little brother is doing something else. And then my other brother's about here, but he wasn't actually able to be in the shot because he's very shy. 17 at that age. That's right. Theatre Club is the name of our company. We're not really a company, more of a collective of artists. There's three of us, me and then two girls. I work with a lot of women.
Look at you.
I know, look at me, says you. And what we do, we have two shows on. We have another show called Rough, which is on the Players Theatre. Okay. And basically the shows we make are kind of about, and the work we produce is based around, not so much us, this one is very much about me, but it's based around kind of young people and our lives in Dublin and the influences we have and the attitudes of people of our age. Because there's not many people who are making theatre about us. Like if you look at drama societies in college or all plays, like Shakespeare, whatever, but no one's making new stuff about what it's like to be one of the children of the Celtic Tiger. So we really want to represent that generation. We want to bring in new people, new audiences here as well.
Okay. And what sort of people should come and see your show? You want everybody?
Really, anybody can see our show. We'd like to see, definitely for rough people can come who are young people. We say we like who like to go out to clubs and like to listen to cool music.
Okay.
We like that, but everybody can find something. Because everybody's been 20, 19, 20. We're all under 21 as well. Everybody's been 19, 20, and everyone recognises something about that period in your life where you're kind of in the middle of being like, you're still like, oh, these kids making theatre, but at the same time we also are empowering ourselves as artists. So we really want people to come and see what young people can do, not like in a youth theatre context, the same thing. It's different because we can be so much more than that. We have a lot more to say.
Okay.
So it's kind of, for us, it's kind of, we want to bring everybody in who wants to come. And it's also, I think our generation would like to see it because they relate, but also from older people, not old people, whatever, but like people who are older than us, because they'll also find something that they can say, oh well, look, this is what it's like for young people today. Really, we want to show that. Kind of like you see these shows, Skins or any of those shows, and it's like, well, that's not real, that's heightened version, so we want to show you what's more realistic.
Okay, so your show is Good Therapy for one. It's Wednesday the 16th to Saturday the 19th, and that's 7 p.m.
7 p.m. We'll see you at Middle of
Brilliant, Shane. Thanks very much. Outside were the lads who were doing the Blanche.
Yes.
Which is a lovely kind of tribute, shall we say, to Blanchardstown?
Yeah, well, it's more of a satire, really.
Yeah.
But it's a really exciting show from a company called Carpet Theatre. It's actually running for the 2 weeks of the festival. It's running 1 week in Filmbase, which is in the centre of the city, and then it's running out in Access as well for another week. So if you miss it in either place, you can kind of come in or out.
All the people I know, they know me.
Emma is the brand manager for Absolut and for Irish Distillers. Hiya, Emma.
Hi there.
How are you? I am going to ask you, why is Absolut involved with this?
Okay, well, if you knew that Absolut has been involved in the arts since 1985 when Andy Warhol, do you know that guy?
I've heard of him, yeah.
Good.
So, used to go drinking together.
Yeah, brilliant, yeah, there you go. So Andy Warhol was having dinner with this guy one night who worked for Absolut.
Okay.
And he said, do you know what, I'd love to do a piece for you guys. And he agreed to do a piece that became an ad.
Okay.
And from then, we have been involved in the arts.
Right.
So it has been a huge part of our creative heritage since then.
Okay.
We're involved in visual arts.
Yep.
We're involved in fashion, so Tom Ford has done some pieces for us. We're involved in music, so Lenny Kravitz has done some work with us.
Wow. Okay, and you've done the artists around there, beyond all those people. There's 9 amazing, is it 9 artists?
No, we've commissioned 16 artists
16,
with
sorry.
the Absolut Fringe.
Right.
So 2 different names yet, but we have commissioned. One of the big things that we like to do is to work with some up-and-coming artists and facilitate them to find wider audiences. So we're working with 16 artists. We gave them the same brief that Andy Warhol took on.
Okay.
So be inspired by the Absolut bottle and create a piece. So we've got some street artists, we've got some fashion people, we've got some photographers.
You guys did the Dublin Gay Theatre Festival this year, you did the Galway Arts Festival and now the Fringe Festival.
Yeah.
That's some serious stuff. That's some serious support for the arts.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That is absolute.
Absolutely. I'm going to introduce you to Jack Wise. Right, you wanted me to ask her a question. Think of a card, any card. What is it?
Just give me a second to get rid of this. Sorry, it's so rude. Been smoking in this lady's face. It's so rude. Sorry, where were we? Yeah, we're doing a little survey and we're just getting people, random people, not that you're random obviously, but we're going to get people from all over the club, from the whole thing here to pick a card. So do me a favour, name any card you like. The Ace of Hearts. One card is face down in this pack. Now, we've never met before. You needn't look so happy like that. Okay, let's have a look inside. I can't even believe this myself. If we go down through the deck, if you wouldn't mind, Dara, check this out. One card is face down out of all 52. This could be a freak out. Look at that. One card out of all 52. Take it out, turn it over, show the people in Colchland. Turn it over, show them all.
No way.
Jack Wise.
Thank God. I was getting really worried there for a moment. I thought you said 8 of hearts. I would have done it. You've got a gift. Half psychic, half telepathic. Maybe psychopathic. I don't know. There you go.
So it's that sort of stuff that you guys are supporting.
That is exactly what we're